So RAM is in, now is the hard drive. What you see here is, let me explain you. I'm planning to place this hard drive this way, on top or at the bottom of this one. And I wanted to design like a bracket L-shape that could hold or could use these screw holes, and this one's on the side of the SSD drive. Something to bear in mind is that these holes here for the SSD are M3, and these holes here are a bit older. It's number 6-32 UNC. Last thing is our cable. We need a cable, specific cable from Apple that goes from SATA, and then it just splits into data and also power supply. So this is the cable. I found it, and you can find the same. I'm gonna just leave the link down below from AliExpress. It's 25 centimeters length, pretty good. Haven't tested it yet though. And how are we going to hold everything together? Well, I have designed these two brackets. They are symmetrical, so they can be placed on both sides, and they are meant to be here. Okay, that's why the big slot. And then here you have the other two slots, so you can place it this way. And you can move it, slide it a little bit to the right or to the left. Up to you. Unfortunately, I only have one screw for the big hard drive. So let's see what we can do today. About these brackets, I have designed them and also 3D printed them. They feel very flimsy, okay, and this slot is very flimsy too, but there is no dynamic support for this. It's just structural, and you are not planning to take a 27-inch iMac on a trip, so they will be placed this way and they will do the job fairly well. Also having in mind some airflow. Alright, let's start by disassembling the motherboard and plugging this guy right below, and let's see how we route this. Give me a second. It was pretty straightforward. Here's my connector. This one is SATA 0. This one will go to my SSD. I want it to be the primary drive. This one I think is SATA 2, and this one is SATA 1. But order from these two, well, I would say it's not relevant. I don't know if at logic level it's going to be relevant or not. I will figure it out in a second whenever I want to install a new operating system. But the primary one needs to be the SSD. How do I place these brackets? Well, first I will fix them this way, like towards the right as much as I can, and then fix them here. So now I can just have a lot of room, because the idea was to place the screws here, and if I have to just manage the connectors here, I can just loosen them and slide it so I can play with them. Cooling wise, this PCB is going to be covered right now, but this is aluminium, so it will act as a dissipator, I would say. And on the other side, this hard drive is no longer, the primary hard drive is not going to be under so much stress. This one would be, so it's more important to cool this one just in case, but I really doubt. I will put these 3D models in the description just in case you want to 3D print them, and I will also make an opening here, so they will be slightly more optimized for flow, let's call it this way, although you can still see that there is like an air intake there, let's call it this way. And this is how it ends up looking like. You can see the connections, there's still clearance for a lot of stuff, and when I place it here on top I can slide it, but to the end of this side, on the right hand side, as you can see here. It's true, I know, I still need 3 more screws, but I don't have them right now, so I'm gonna just deal with it for now, and whenever I have them, I will just place them on top. It happens that I have a very good colleague at work that he has a few spares of this one. Thank you, Chin. There we go, clean installation of Mac OS High Series in 16GB RAM. Then we have a main drive of solid state drive 120GB and the secondary drive of 1TB. And I realized there is no trim enabled here, so you just go and type sudo trimforce enable, and when the computer restarts, it must feel very, very nice. Then Of course I did a speed test, as you can see here. 408 write, 516 read, sequential. It's a good index. It's a good indicator. And finally, I performed tests using Geekbench, the same version as before. You have first the graphics card. It used to be 5593, now it's 5706, a bit more. And next one is the CPU, which used to be single core score 3628, now it's 3682, and now multi-core, it used to be 8970, now it's 8982. There's not much improvement, but I was not expecting to see big numbers here. Also, one more thing I did in order to help the graphics card is to go to accessibility, and where the display is, I have reduced motion and also reduced transparency, and it feels that everything goes really well. And that's all. This machine is ready. Just need to install the LCD glass and clean the LCD panel on the glass. I'm gonna give it a wipe and put the screws that need to be added to the SSD bracket, and that's all. I am going to conclude this part of the project, so thumbs up. It looks like this is coming to an end. You remember iMac A, it used to have 12 gigabytes RAM, now it has 16. 1 terabyte hard drive, this is mechanical drive, and I added 120 SSD. And I also created a 3D printed like a frame. Last time we left it at the point in which I had to find the right screws for fixing the 3D printed bracket to the top of the mechanical hard drive, and looks like we got them. Thanks a lot, Chin. Lastly, ta-da! The LCD glass panel. This is by far the most expensive component for this rebuild. It was 40 euros, but this is the best I could do given the time. So now I'm gonna replace the screws right here. I'm gonna give it a wipe inside. Remove the rest of dust, clean the LCD panel, and clean the LCD glass, and put it all together. Screws changed. Now, how do we remove these marks here? Well, I'm gonna use, if you can, some steam, and you know the cloth you use in order to clean your glasses, your personal glasses. Well, that's the process I would follow in this kind of surfaces. I would forget about any kind of chemical or whatever. Sparkly clean. Now this is the cloth, you see? Yeah, it has some damage. You can see the reflection right there. But this is, you remember the cat story? Yeah, that's the cat story, but the LCD is perfect. And when you switch on the computer, you don't really notice. So, and it's perfectly fine, it's working. I don't see any reason why I should scrub this part. Now, that guy there. On the inside, I will do the same. And on the outside, we will see whenever everything is working. And now it looks picture perfect. I know it's the other way around, but look at that. Beautiful. Some pictures, and it's ready to be sold. Let's see if we can manage to finance our little refurbishing project. Well guys, this iMac is long gone. I just sold it. I put it on the second-hand webpage, and there is a lot of demand, so it has taken like 2 days to get it sold. And the initial deal was at 350, but I got 330 from it. There's a lot of demand and a lot of offer, so it's very hard to fight for a good price. I think in this case I managed to get a good deal given the situation. I'm not gonna give you more proof than the ad. I'm gonna post it right there, but you will have to believe me.